If you are asked to count number of sanitizer bottles in a warehouse which are placed in different boxes, let us say there are 50 boxes available which are in 3 different sizes. Now you have to find total number of sanitizer bottles available in the warehouse. Then what is your methodology or procedure to find total number of bottles in the warehouse? One may start counting from very first box and go and count next box. Keep counting all the 50 boxes and write all together what is the total number of bottles. This is one way. The other way is like, I'll find out there are 3 different types of or sizes of boxes are available. I segregate them into 3 different categories, and in the first category I take up only one box and count the number of bottles available in it and then multiply with the number of boxes available. I follow this procedure for all these 3 categories. I get 3 different results. I find sum of these 3 and finally I get total number of bottles. 2 different methods we have seen. We can follow any of these 2, but the second one is smartest. If you choose this second procedure in solving the problems in programming, that is what we call dynamic programming. Hey everyone, I am Rajesh and you are watching Tech Pravanya. Please like this video and share with your friends. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe it and tap the bell icon so that you can get notification for every new video. If you look at the definition of dynamic programming, the DP is an algorithmic technique for solving an optimization problem by breaking it down into small subproblems and utilizing the fact that the optimum solution for overall program depends upon optimum solution for all these subprograms. I know nobody can understand by looking at this definition what exactly dynamic programming is. Through dynamic programming, we find out all possible solutions for a problem, but we pick optimum solution of it. Most of the dynamic programming problems are solved through recursive formulas. Though we don't use recursion programming, but we take the help of recursive formulas. Any dynamic programming can be solved through a sequence of decisions. In this process, at every stage, we'll be taking decisions in the process of solving a problem. Then what are the steps or stages involved in dynamic programming? Very first one, divide the complex problem into simple subprograms. Then find out the optimum solution for each of these subprograms. Store the result of these subprograms so that we can reuse them in the future. And finally we get the solution for this complex program. There are 2 characteristics for any dynamic programming. Very first one is overlapping subproblems. Second one, optimal substructure property. There are 2 methods for solving any dynamic programming which are mostly used. First one is top-down approach, which is memoization, and the second one bottom-up, which is tabulation. There are many examples which can be solved through dynamic programming.